Hey, welcome to another edition of My Transition. This is where I speak about everything related to my transition and other people's transitions, and things about transitioning and transitioning, all that jazz. So before I get started, I want to make sure that you click like and subscribe and share the video, and afterwards leave some comments below because I want to hear your thoughts on this very interesting topic. I'm going to start off by saying recently LIL Duval did an interview on The Breakfast Club, which is a really popular radio show. I'm a little late to the party, but that's my style. I wanted to take a minute and let it simmer before I commented. So here goes. LIL Duval was being asked basically by a host of The Breakfast Club who was interviewing him. They were having a conversation about transgender women, particularly a transgender woman who was their guest the day before, Janet Mock. And they were asking, if you were dating a transgender woman and found out later on that they were trans because she disclosed it later on, a few months into the relationship, how would you react? And this was his reaction. This might sound messed up, and I don't care. She dying. I can't deal with that. I can't do that. Nah, dog. You manipulated me into believing this thing. My mind, I can't. I can't. I'm gay now. I'm gay. No. No. And then he said, if you had sex with one and they didn't tell me, I would be so mad, I'm probably going to want to kill them. There have been some statements since then. He has attempted to clarify his sentiments since then, and the people on The Breakfast Club have made some statements as well. This isn't really about them. I think that they were wrong. I think that they were all in the wrong. Everybody in that room was in the wrong. But the bottom line is, it's not about that. It's not about, you know, somebody doing you wrong. It's about your masculinity feeling attacked. That points to a much larger issue and problem. We need to recognize and realize that transgender people are who they say they are. Men are men, women are women. People who fit into the trans umbrella, gender nonconforming, gender fluid, agender, bigender, two-spirit. There's a lot of different people with a lot of different types of really important identities. Their voices need to be heard. I want to support and champion as many of those people because they are my family. You are my family if you're watching this video. This video isn't about LIL Duval. It's not about The Breakfast Club. And it's not about one instance or another. It's about the whole topic. Bottom line is, trans women are women. And I know that's tough for people to understand and swallow, for lack of a better term. But let me put it to you this way. If you're hungry and you walk into the kitchen and see what looks like a bowl of cereal, and you love cereal, and that's all you eat, and then you go to eat that cereal, and somebody says, oh, that's not cereal, it's whole grain, non-grain, gluten-free cereal, and you already ate it and you like it, guess what? It doesn't matter. Who cares? You like what you like. One of the biggest issues that I think heterosexual men face is their manhood and whether or not someone's trying to take their manhood. This is a lot of the problems that some heterosexual men, homophobic heterosexual men, have with gay men, is that they feel like their masculinity and their manhood is in danger. And it's not. Trans women are women, trans men are men, and if you're attracted to a transgender person who fits in that realm of what you think is attractive, then you're attracted to them. That's true. You may not marry them. You may not even have sex with them. They may not want to have sex with you, which is usually the case. Let's be honest, most of us don't get what we want. Trans women are not out to trick anyone. We're not out to fool anyone into losing their masculinity. We're not out to deceive anyone. We're out to live our lives. And if we're living our life and being free and fabulous and you're attracted to us, then that's just what it is. So it's important that we stop shaming men or people who are attracted to trans women. It's specifically an issue where men are attracted to trans women getting shamed for being gay. They feel like they're going to be discriminated against or mistreated, and a lot of times they are mistreated and made fun of and called something that they don't feel like they are. And no one wants to be called something that they don't feel like they are, including trans women. We are not men. We are women. We feel like women. We think like women, many of us. I'm a woman. Don't call me something, anything other than that. and I won't call you anything other than what you say you are. If you say you're straight, you're straight. If you're a man, you're a man. I'm a woman, you're a man, you're straight, that's it. You may think that a human being's genitalia determines everything about their life and their sex. I've heard the argument though, if you got a dick between your legs, then you're not a woman. First of all, you're wrong. There are women with penises. I know lots of them, believe me. Second of all, womanhood is not about vaginas. Women are more than our body parts. And I think that's really important to stress. Women are more than the ability to have babies. Women are ideas, we are strength, we are energy, we're visual, we're on the outside, we're also on the inside. And I think that's really an important thing to focus on here. Womanhood to a woman who has had a mastectomy for breast cancer, she's not any less of a woman. If there's a woman who's had a hysterectomy or can't bear children, she's not any less of a woman. Neither is a trans woman. Women have the right to own their own experiences. If someone's attracted to us based on what we present, then how's that any different than a guy and then a construction worker whistling at a woman that he sees walking down the street? He doesn't know her chromosomes are. He doesn't know what's between her legs. He sees what he thinks is attractive, and he's inappropriately yelling and whistling and gesturing at her. And I've gotten it too. And because they don't really care. But when it comes down to it, if a guy's attracted to it, he knows what he wants. Let's get away from telling other people who they are and telling other people what they deserve and telling other people where they can live and who they can be and who their partners are. Mind your business. It's so important that in the time where trans people are being killed and murdered on the street, we're up to, I think, 15, 16, 17 people by the time you see this video in the year 2017. That's one a month. Murdered. Violent murders. And those are just the ones that are reported to the police. It's important that we have our partners not be shamed so that they feel cool about sticking by our side. So if you know somebody who's into trans women, give them a high five. Be like, that's not necessarily my thing, but you're still exactly who I thought you were. Treat them with respect and don't attack anybody online and call them gay. If you're watching this video, I challenge you to take a moment and to look a little bit deeper into who a person really is and ask them how they identify before you try to tell them who they are. And the world would be a much better place. So that's my thought on this LIL Duval situation. And LIL Duval, you're an asshole.
Hey, now these are some of the sponsors that have made me feel gorgeous all season. Check them out.